breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to be. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, and if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. Then he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide.
Hey, good morning to you. It's Monday, and we are counting down 45 seconds to jibber jabber. Oh, what's up, David Berryhill? What's up, Gary? What's up, Tammy Harvick? I'm seeing everybody. Katie Haley, what's up? Charlie Miles, there's our car warranty. Oh my God, let's see. Daily Brew, boom, boom. Countdown is back. Getting ready for the season. And there's our 9 o'clock phone call. I think we're getting a prank call every time we go live. Oh man, what is it? Happy. Okay, so Shelly sent me the national. Today is National. Where the heck did it go? Today is the National Going for Broke Day. I guess that means like eat all your candy, put all your money in Tesla stock, buy Bitcoin. I don't know what it means. But she did point out that tomorrow is New Beer's Eve. And then Wednesday is National Beer Day. So we got some fun stuff coming up. Thus, Hurricane Hunter. So anyway, all right, we're going to say some hays. Good morning, everybody. Hope you had a great Easter. Let's show Hurricane Hunter real quick, and then we'll talk weather. Not too much brewing to talk about today. Let me close some windows here. Get out of here. We'll go to say hello to our ABC folks. Let you check out their page. So we're just going to show Hunter today. I think I'm going to alternate the dogs. We'll have Bogo. Buy one today, get one on Wednesday. So this is little Hunter, Hurricane Hunter. Available at ABC Fine Wine and Spirits and other places. So make sure you check it out. The re-release of the original is coming out by hurricane season. That's going to be a huge hit. A lot of people couldn't get it. And it's going to be reaching a lot more of Florida. So stay tuned for that. And Hunter is being a good boy today. He's actually put on some weight. If you guys follow our saga with Hunter, the vet got us in trouble and said we have not fed him enough. So he is now a fatter Hunter. And still a little guy, though. He's our little guy. There he is. He can't see his ribs anymore. So it's a pretty cool concept. If you don't eat a lot, you don't gain weight. Who would have thought? Oh man. But yeah, ABC's great. We love them. I always pick a picture. Today they're showcasing some good whiskeys. I don't know, but check them out on Facebook. And if you're ever in Florida, definitely stop by and see our friends there. What else we got going on? There's our beer. National Beer Day is coming Wednesday, so we'll talk about that a lot coming up for sure. So we'll say some more highs. Yeah, Piney Point. Cool. People ask me questions about that. Well, all I know is what everybody else knows. It's getting a lot of local coverage. Bay News 9, ABC here in Tampa, Fox, they're all covering it. DeSantis was here yesterday, and it's going down. The more that goes down, less chance of a significant flooding event, because this is a lot of water. And there's a breach in one of the walls. Unfortunately, it's toxic. They say it's not. Well, maybe it's not toxic. They say it's high levels of nitrate and phosphorus with byproduct phosphate. So there's a lot of questions. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what it is. Nobody knows how dangerous it is. Nobody knows what the effects of Tampa Bay is going to be. That's a lot. There's hundreds of millions of gallons of water. So I don't know. All I know is what the news is telling everybody. And they're trying to drain it as quick as possible so that there's not a breach, because there's 300 plus homes that are under evacuation right now. So that's a lot of homes. So they're worried about a 20-foot wall of water. If it's basically a dam. If one of the walls were to give way, they're talking about 20 foot of water would inundate 300 homes in our area. And that's my hometown, Bradenton. If you live in Florida, you know these mountains, they're not mountains, they're phosphate plants. And they look like mountains, but they're scattered out through Central Florida here in the West Coast. So, I don't know. It's a lot of yucky water going into Tampa Bay. And so I'm sure there's a lot more to be said. Put it to you that way. A lot more to be said. A lot more coming of this. So I know we got a lot of people from out of town. Ask some questions. It's a big national news story. Hopefully they're making it a bigger issue as far as the flooding part. Hopefully the water goes down. We don't have anybody lose their homes. But then we got to worry about the water. So that's a big mess. They've known about this for a long time. 20 years that thing's been sitting there. And, I don't know. Yeah, Dale. What's up, Dale? Yeah, fishery. So, hey, what's up, Linda? All right. So, hey, what's up, James from England? Holy cow. You guys are popping in. It is scary stuff, Katie. Yes. But all you got to do is Google Tampa Bay. Just Google Tampa Bay, and you're going to see top story. What's up, Jason from Texas? So, it's big deal. So, let's talk about the weather. I'm going to showcase. All right, so here's something coming up. You guys know I'm on the Tom and Dan show. And they got a cruise they do every year. Well, they're not doing it because of COVID. So they're doing a land cruise 2 weeks from now. And me and Phil are going. So check it out. Tom and Dan's land cruise. And it's going to be an incredible event. So if you're going there, look for Mike, me, and we'll say hi. They're going to have a bunch of comedians. They got a cruise director. They got alcohol. They got fun. It's in Orlando. So I'll be there. Make sure you check it out. It's tomanddanlandcruise.com. You can still get tickets. And they got a ton of fun stuff planned. Comedians, magicians, music. So check it out. They're even doing some bingo thing. They got Tom and Dan host a bingo. So I'll be there. Just wanted to point that out. If any of our Orlando folks are going. But, so we had a hater. What's a hater for, Shelly? Tell me what they were hating on. I need to know. What were they hating on? What did I miss? It wasn't me, I hope. Hey, good to see you too. Hey, Brax, what's up? Don't drink the water. Hey, Peach. Oh, I gotta know. I can't talk weather till you tell me. What do we lose? What did I miss? Oh, great. Whatever. All right, so here's the weather. Trish Ann, I missed it. All right, so back to Easter. Hope everybody had a great Easter holiday. We did here at home. I got to go to mom and dad's, and mom made breakfast. And then Julie had dinner for her side of the family. So we had a good day yesterday. Hope you had a great day. Also, girls had their baskets and the Easter Bunny came. It was a fun little day. And we ended it with fire pit. So hope you had a great day. Hope you had a great day. Easter. So, all right. So weather. Let's talk about the weather. Then I'm gonna go into some surge stuff because I'm gonna start talking about hurricane season. It's next month. Next month we start getting NHC outlooks, daily forecast. That's pretty surreal if you think about it, because it's next month. So next month, May 15th, the NHC is going to start issuing daily forecasts, the normal graphics that we're so used to seeing. These little guys down here, we're gonna get that in just a few weeks. So the hurricane season's getting close. Fire pit's death. I know. I deleted it, Shelly. So anyway, so we're talking tropics. It's getting close. Believe it or not, we're gonna be dealing with our first named storm possibly in May. It's we've had a lot of them, so that's sneaking up on us for sure. So I'm going to do some interesting surge stuff here in a little bit. Let's just talk about the weather real quick. What's going on? So today we really don't have much. We basically have this. Let me just show you this little graphic here. This is kind of a good graphic, I guess. This is kind of what's brewing. So today we don't have anything. We got some wind. It's kind of windy out there along the coast. Let's see if we have any gale warnings. I think we probably, no, we don't. But you'll start to see it right here. We got low pressure. This is this week's story. We got a low pressure system that's going to swoop down and possibly bring some storms Wednesday, Thursday. That's pretty much it. It's going to flatten out. The Florida Peninsula looks like it's not going to get much. We got a second round of action Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to be watching here. So it's a double whammy for the upper Gulf Coast. But the Florida Peninsula looks like it's going to escape a lot. So here's the basic low pressure. Here's Wednesday. You start to see the dip in the jet. There's our low pressure. We got storms developing out in front. This is Wednesday, and it could last into the night. This is Thursday night. So that's kind of being discussed by the Storm Prediction Center. Basically, this whole area here, we're going to be watching Wednesday, Thursday out ahead of this low pressure system. And you can see kind of a little bit of it here. Here's Wednesday. This is Wednesday. We start to see the low pressure system starting to get that buildup of Gulf moisture coming up to the north. So storm potential again, upper Gulf, and kind of flattens, pulls out north. But then here on Friday, we get a little secondary frontal line that will be bringing up some more action Saturday. So look at that. So that's pretty hefty rains Saturday into Sunday. So we're going to be watching that. More of a Saturday event. But we could see secondary storms. Not sure if there's really storms. It did look like they could have storms on that actually for the weekend. So that's interesting. That's pretty big question mark right here. This is Saturday. So this is not the initial low midweek. This is a secondary system coming down that's being shown on a bunch of the models. Doesn't quite make it down to Florida, but we're going to be watching that Saturday. So that could be interesting. And I think the GFS is showing it also. So let's go back to what we got with the Storm Prediction Center. This is today. Here's tomorrow. Nothing really big in our viewing area today. Tomorrow, things start getting developed. Mainly a wind event tomorrow. Slight tornado chance, but mainly wind and hail. But then day 3, this is the one where it really starts getting close to question marks. And nothing hatched yet. So not high probability. Still a question mark on the severity of this. But this is Wednesday, going into Wednesday night. So this is definitely what we're watching midweek. So that's developing. Big question mark on how much Gulf influence it's going to have on severe storm potential. And then again, later, they're not even showing it yet on day 5, 6, 7, 8. But like I said, over the weekend, watching here, possibly Saturday. So anyway, what else is going on? Lori says she's from Massachusetts, at the Cape. Well, you're in Shelley's country, Lori. She'll take care of you over there. Agua wants to hear the Isaiah rap song. I don't even know where we can find that. Damn it. 102.5. Let's see if we can find it real quick. Isaiah. I don't even know how to spell it. It took the whole storm to figure out how to sing it. Let's see what we've got. I just Googled. Here's the bone. This might be it. 38. Let's see. Let's see. We'll go to 102.5 bone. We'll see if we can find it while we chit chat. Let's see. Leroy's not ready for hurricane season. Nope. Yeah, thanks for their request. Nobody's really ready for it. I asked them guys to send it to me too. I don't know how far back. 7 weeks. It might not. They don't look like they do a lot of videos. Let's see. It might be down here somewhere. Let's see. 17 weeks ago. How long ago was it? Let's see. Hurricane wrap. I don't know which. This is DGL. Let's see. Oh, Ada. We had Ada. We had an Ada song. Let's go. Somebody asked about the Isa song. Let's see if we can find it. But we got an Ada rap. I don't remember the Ada rap song. I'll just have to find it for Wednesday. That'll give us something to show on Wednesday. Because I'm sure it's here somewhere. That'll be Wednesday's promise. Shelly, remind me. I'll do it. Actually, you know what? I think there's a search feature now. We can do it up here. How do you spell Isa? I don't even think I'm spelling it right. How do you spell Isa? I remember during the storm, it was I-S, was it I-S? I-A? East, fuck. There it is. I-A-I-A. Okay, there you go. Okay, see. See, thank God this season we have normal names that I can pronounce. They're not normal. Okay, there's Isa. And there it is. All right. So we'll play it. Here it is. Here's the Isa song.
Hey, how do we say it?
This is for you. Whoever. Yeah, James.
Kind of an updated new sound to it. Yeah. Magic Mike.
It's kind of funny. Give it a chance.
Y'all people, the good news, and there's a hurricane, and it's coming our way, and it's got a funky name that's fun to say. Isaiah.
It's so funny.
Isaiah.
Yeah, I found it, Shelly.
Isaiah, coming for the water. Things are about to get a little bit hotter. It's big and it's scary and you better stock up. Get your guns and cock that up. Cause when Isaiah comes rolling through, you're gonna be scared, you won't know what to do. So get the water and get the food, and then smoke a fat blunt and chill out, dude. Isaiah.
They mentioned Mike's web page. We'll cut it off then.
Isaiah, what's it called? Isaiah.
Here we go.
Isaiah.
We get our 2 minutes of fame here. 2 seconds.
Isaiah. While you're sitting at home with your 12 gauge, you decide to check out Mike's weather page. Then you listen to Domo Ari.
That's fun. Good times. We try to make fun of a scary hurricane season for sure. So I'll link it later. You guys can listen to it. But those guys are great. We'll be on the show a bunch talking hurricanes. They're big fans. So we appreciate it. 102.5. What's up, Ruth? But anyway, there's the weather. That's it. Our last cold front, possibly. Sad to say. I posted this earlier. I looked long range. I don't know. When I said cold, I mean 50s. I don't know. This could be the last few mornings of 50 degrees. So you better enjoy it. That would be for cool fronts. I mean, we're almost in middle April, so. Sheila, you can't get it out of your head, I know. Isaiah. You know how hard it was for me to learn how to spell it? I used to have little Post-it notes everywhere, so I didn't butcher the names. I know, sitting at home with your 12 gauge, I don't know what that has to do with anything. Lori, no blizzard. I don't know what that would be like. So, what's this guy? I'm done with you sending. Oh, cold fronts. But anyway, this might be our last cold snap. So maybe say goodbye to winter forever for this year, this season, for sure. All right, so other stuff. Look at this. So we'll talk a little about storm surge. Let me Let's see. Hey, Chelsea. Yeah, listen, I don't know enough about the toxic dump. I mean, I know it's been sitting there 20 years. It's a mess because the phosphate company went out of business. So it's kind of like been there, and obviously it was bugs the heck out of me is they probably knew this day was going to come. So it's been sitting there 20 years. That's the thing. It's like, okay, like they knew this was going to be a problem, and now it's a problem. So somebody's going to get in trouble for it. I have a feeling. Hopefully the water's not as bad as some think it is, but I'm not EPA. I don't know. I'm worried about going into Tampa Bay for sure. A lot of people worried about algae blooms, red tide. It's like hundreds of millions of gallons of water. I hate it when things happen that are coming. So, I guess in the short term, you just hope that the water doesn't breach, and 300 homes are under evacuation orders. So that's the short term effect. Obviously, long term, it's going to be what kind of environmental issues it's going to have, and they won't know that right away. I mean, they don't know what's in that water. So it's making national headline news. It's all over the place. It's all over. I saw it on BBC. I saw it on Good Morning America. So we're making news for the wrong reasons here in my hometown of Bradenton, Manatee County. So, well, that's true, Whitney. I mean, they said it wasn't toxic. They don't think it's toxic. They say it's not the bad. There's 3 ponds, and it's hopefully not a bad one. So that's all. But like I said, I don't know enough about it. I just know what everybody else knows. So it's on the news 24/7 down here. So it's like I know as much as anybody else. I just know that national news has it now, and they're definitely blowing it up, maybe a little too much, making it sound like we're going to have a huge flood, tsunami, imminent. They use words like imminent. But so far they haven't had any houses affected, so that's good. Anyway, let's talk about surge. All right. So, hi. So I got this hurricane presentation I do sometimes, and I got some pretty cool graphics in there that I've created, and one of them is storm surge. I did a video test today. If you saw it, I don't know if you saw it or not, but Facebook's let me put a video up, and they test marketed it 4 different ways to see which one got the most traction. So I uploaded our old Ada video that I did, which was pretty big. As a matter of fact, I was Googling to try to find storm surge numbers from that Ada, and right across the picture, that's my picture, New York Post. I took that. That was one of our infamous lost flip-flop shots. I took that picture too. So that was pretty weird. I'm like, oh my God, I took that. So it's pretty flattering. All right, so storm surge now. So listen, this is huge. All right, so the reason I brought this up is Madeira Beach is doing a hurricane conference in 2 weeks, and I'm going to be speaking, which is cool. So they invited me down. So Madeira Beach was affected heavily by Ada, and just Madeira Beach conducted 75 high water rescues, and it flooded 360 homes. And that's just there. I mean, we had Oldsmar homes, Oldsmar residents underwater. So this storm still fascinates me because local news maybe underestimated it, and they made a lot of the feeling was that Tropical Storm Ada was just going to be like an average thunderstorm. So a lot of people went to bed. In fact, when I was driving around seeing these water rescues, people went to bed thinking it was nothing, and we had a record. When they say record surge, it was since like certain type of record keeping. There was a storm back in the 1800s, had 10, 12 surge, but as far as like modern records, this storm brought record surge into Tampa Bay. It was almost 4, I think it was 3.8 or 4.8, I don't remember. It was right around 4 or 5 feet. But seeing people waking up to surge in their houses, and they had no idea. This was just in November. This was this year. So that was big. for sure. And the video I did here captured some of that surge coming in, and this is John's Pass. And I knew it was going to be bad. I remember because we were checking out water values at low tide, and low tide the water was still coming in. So we knew if high tide hit, it was going to be even greater. But indeed, lots of surge, and I got a lot of footage. And I think the big surprise was when I finally ended up back in my hometown of Oldsmar, right here. This is Safety Harbor, and then Oldsmar here. Our favorite restaurant, one of them, Jack Willie's, was underwater, and then the streets. So this is Shore Drive in Oldsmar, and there was people coming out of their houses that had no idea that there was surge coming. So this graphic that I got, let me explain something with storm surge. So there's some cool graphics on my site that you need to always know where they're at. But we have down here somewhere. It's always fun to find them. I saw them this morning. Where did they go? Right here. So right here, storm surge. A couple cool places to go for storm surge. But all you got to do is click on it. There's two of them. Let me go to this one, surge potential. This is from NOAA. This one basically shows you worst case scenarios depending on storm size. And they used to be called slosh maps. Now they're just a little more graphical. But for example, where we live, let's see if I can show. There's another one that I like a little better. Let me go to this one here. This one. This one's a little more easier to follow. But so where we live in Tampa, for example, what happened with Ada was a storm was 40, or I think it was 60 miles off the coast. So it never even made landfall. And I think top wind speeds were 60, 65. Okay, so the storm never even got close to a landfall. But what happened was, the worst case scenario is this. So you get counterclockwise winds on a tropical system. And that's always the worst case scenario, is when a storm's passing to the north, you get these counterclockwise spiraling winds that drive the water into the bay, and it drove it into the intercoastal areas too. So we had a large pressure gradient system, even though it was tropical storm, still pushed the water in, and hundreds of homes were flooded. So that's just something that is very fascinating to me. And I have a few graphics here I wanted to share. It's educational. This is our park, Ariel's Park. Now, two things here. 16, this is so fascinating. So 16, Hermine went to our north here in Tampa Bay, and the storm, counterclockwise, drove the water into the bay. There's our dock, underwater. Storm was far enough off the coast. Wasn't as close as Ada, that's why we didn't have the surge, but you could see the water got pushed in. There's Emily on the park bench underwater. And then in 17, the opposite happened. When our system, Irma, was down south, we talk about this a lot, but the weirdest phenomenon happened, and all the water started down in the Bahamas. People were posting pictures all along the coast of all this water getting pushed out. And that's because the circulation was here, but it was also blowing it out of Tampa Bay. So we had the reverse effect, and that was the big story in 17, was as Irma was way to the south, it was already blowing water out of Tampa Bay and everywhere else. But we could go way out, and people were just coming out like they'd never seen nothing like it. So I always thought that was it's just so fascinating, the effects of surge. And then the second graphic here, these are the old slosh maps. This shows you worst case scenario for Category 4 hurricane. And look, Tampa Bay, where we're at, this is a real life graphic. I'm right here, and basically the water would have nowhere to go, and it would make Pinellas County an island, and that's very possible. All this area would be underwater. All water has nowhere to go. And by our house here, this is I always drive by and see it. It's a mile probably from the water, but they have a surge height showing you where our water table would be under a category 3 or 4 hurricane right there. So that's just realistic. Holy cow crap! People always ask me, would I evacuate? Probably if the storm was passing to our north. What we saw with Ada, you don't mess around with storm surge. So that's very important. You know, when they say you can hide, but the storm surge you can't. So definitely wanted to share that little tidbit. Again, it's just always, and then you can find, like I said, all these links. You can go to where you live and see, you know, potentials under different storm scenarios where you live. Fort Myers the same way. Port Charlotte, Northport, the same thing. Storm experiences, counterclockwise to your north, then you could have potential. And this map works everywhere. I mean, so if you're very curious where you live, there's links. Obviously, we know too well in the Upper Gulf, they've lived it this year with storm surge. So interesting stuff. I wanted to share that. And what else I got on this page? Anything cool in asset? It's a cool little presentation I did. So anyway, hey Kimberly, thank you for thanking me. Tracy, Florence was your wake up call. Yeah, in fact, let me see if I can go back to Florence. Florence was a very fascinating. Let me see if I can go to history. Here it is. All right. Florence, let me show you some cool graphics on Florence, because we were tracking Florence a lot. So here's Florence. Florence came off of Africa, and as soon as it came off of Africa, most everybody, and I think I even caught myself saying it one time, more than likely this thing is going to recurve, because it was high latitude and or longitude. I don't know, I always get those confused. Latitude, longitude. I think it's 10 degrees. What is it? All right, images. Let's see. Yeah, latitude. Longitude's up and down. Long up and down. Latitude sideways. That's what I thought. So anyway, this Florence came off Africa high, not like drinking Hurricane Hunter high. But when it came off Africa, it started doing this north-northwest trajectory, and it was supposed to recurve, and it didn't. And what happened was, during its life cycle, it ran into 2 high-pressure systems and wiggled its way to the coast. A couple things it did, which shouldn't have happened. It turned into a Category 4 hurricane over the open Atlantic in very cool waters, 26 degrees Celsius. And not supposed to do that, but it did. I'm starting to sound like a newscaster guy, I know. Latitude's a ladder. Latitude up and down on a ladder. Latitude. Oh, so longitude's long ways. Oh, God, I screwed that up again. It's longitude. Hey, Stephanie Stokes. Longitude's long ways. Now I feel stupid. Lat's a flat. Oh, latitude is flat. You can tell I'm not a sailor. So back to Florence. But Florence was always a great example. Is you can never say never in the tropics, because it formed into a Category 4 over the open Atlantic, cool waters. Had a lot of dust around it. And look at your models. Majority of the models at one time were showing a recurve. A few of them showed a high pressure building in, which it ultimately did twice. Kind of the history of Florence was kind of like a it went up, then it came back. And the ugly satellite presentation here, water vapor all around it. Usually they say when there's that much water vapor around it, it's going to ingest it. And it didn't do it, obviously. So it had a lot of things going against it. And look at this shear. Even the shear was quite strong. So that's just like I said. Sometimes they do not play by the rules, and Florence indeed ended up being a rainmaker more than anything. I mean, headline-wise, huge flooding from Florence. Massive flooding. It just sat there. I still don't know which latitude. Now I'm all screwed up. 10 degrees. When I say 10 degrees, I don't say latitude, longitude. Oh, I'll show the rest of this off sometime. But look at these cool graphics. Oh, of course, I have my famous game there. I got some video I can't show, obviously, here. This was for school stuff. I did some Great American Teach-In stuff, too, so that was kind of neat. But so anyway, that was cool. I wanted to share that. That was a little educational. No, Katie, it's coffee. Coffee all morning. Cheers. And in case our supporter didn't see it, let me pull up her correct name. So I shared this the other day. Let's see here. Shelly sent it to me. Here we go. Gabby McAnally. Gabrielle. So thank you for my cup, Gabby. I shared it on Friday, but she made a custom wrapped. Is that not the coolest thing ever? Like all of our logos is so awesome. It's got Irma. Since we're talking about Irma, Irma's on here. So that was fantastic. I appreciate that. And we shared a card. I just love cool gifts, man. So there you go. Thanks. Appreciate that. All right, what else is going on? Then we're going to wrap it up. There's really not a lot to talk about. We got a little bit of storms. So my big curiosity is what's going to happen later in the week. We like to look long range. Latitude's up and down. All right, Greg, I got it. Longitude is long, up and down. Oh, now Whitney. Greg, you say latitude is like a ladder up and down. Then Whitney says longitude is long, up and down. I think everybody's confused. I do have my Carolina Cup, David. I think I got it in my camper with my flag, which I sent you the picture, right? Oh, there, Greg. We got the right. Look, he just gave me a Wikipedia article. There we go. Latitude. Okay. I'll screw it up one time this season, at least. All right. So long range weather, we're going to be watching. Let's look at the hourly. We got a new model. The V16 is out, GFS, and we can do hourly updates. So let's look at the southeast this weekend and get an idea if we get any rough stuff storm wise. Let's look at the Cape. Let's take a look here. So let's guess. There we go. This is Saturday. At the right, April 11th. Yep. So there'll be a lot of energy down here on Saturday. So this is the second system coming. So definitely something to watch Friday, Saturday in the upper Gulf. For sure. Let's see a little bit of. So it looks more like leftover frontal action. It gets a little push. Here we go. So yeah, I mean, there's Friday afternoon, and it looks like it could get kind of stormy here going into Saturday. So just kind of a mess. There's that secondary tied into the first one. So there's Friday, Saturday this week coming up. That's a secondary push that we're going to be watching for. It's just a little too far away yet to get too worried about it. But it is always interesting to look long range and see potentials. There's Friday and there's Saturday. Wow. So definitely, my bigger curiosity is Friday, Saturday, what we got cooking here along the upper Gulf. So anyway, we'll just stick to Jimmy Buffett. Changes in attitudes. Latitudes. All right, so what else is new? We got a lot of good stuff today. I'm going to try to do a little more. Hey, James, how's it going, buddy? We'll do a little more weather stuff. Bring it on, Cassandra. Yeah, you got a good point, Cassandra. So that's our new shirt. We got our new shirt out. Bring it on. Everybody's been asking. We've had one since 2017. That's been our slogan. Bring it on. So here's a new one. There it is. Bring it on. I also been updating. I didn't know half of these designs didn't have like all the cool products, like the stickers and we even added boyfriend tee. Amanda, you're gonna be right on the edge. I wouldn't get too worried yet, Amanda. Lake City, you're gonna be right on that edge of possible. So don't worry yet. Betty, that's a good idea. But here's our new logo, by the way. It's awesome. I love it. I love it. We didn't want to put drunk on it because kids like to wear these, but we did put the donkey on it. So you can pick your color. Let's see, what's a pretty color? I like light blue. Does that look good? Blue, kind of purple. I don't know. Whatever your color you like, blue. But anyway, here's a design. It came out awesome. Let me show you the cool things about it. So we got palm trees blowing. We got the donkey blowing ahead of it, like he's like. We got all the names. We got the hurricane behind it. I got the 21 sideways, which is kind of neat. We got the 2021 on there. Real simple. So I think it came out good. You can wear pink. We got pink. Look at that. That's pretty pink. Look at that. So bring it on. All right. So Wednesday is National Beer Day, Shelly tells me, which I didn't even know that. Let's see. National Beer Day. Is that a thing? It's freaking Wednesday, April 7th. Can you believe it? So Wednesday is National Beer Day. Officially. So we'll have to consume some Hurricane Hunter together. Oh, let's see. Hey, Gary, talking about Outer Banks. Yep, Outer Banks always is questionable, man. You guys right on that edge, man. You get these. All depends on that Bermuda high pressure for you guys, and how close they're gonna get swooped up by approaching fronts. Good thing is when they're far enough offshore, you don't get the counterclockwise impacts as much. So that's always good. Dale, you know what you're going to do Wednesday. Yep. I was supposed to share a post Friday. I'll mention it again because it's cool. But we talked to Liquid Glass Guard guys a lot on Friday. Don't forget, when you buy, you got to put donkey in, but you get a free koozie with every purchase, which is awesome. So we like to thank them. 6 months of protection. So you could put it on now and you can make it almost through storm chasing season. So if you put it on May 1st, your windshield is protected until December. So cool beans, man. Check it out. I was going to share more on that. So any more things we can talk about? Shelly, what's up? Anything else? So we got talked about Surge, Wild Turkey Day, Whitney. I don't know when that one is. Gary, yep. Well, where was it that the shipwreck? I think, isn't there a ship up there in Outer Banks that always reappears when we have a storm? It's always fascinating to see the boats from the 1800s. Yeah, man, everybody drinking. Karen's son is 18 on Wednesday. Cool. Happy birthday to your son. Spaghetti models, carb as a carb. Yes, Cassandra. So you can't support spaghetti models when you are on keto. All right. Anything else? Let's see. Yes, Tammy. Hurricanes are horrible. They are. And all you got to do is look back at my footage that I took over New Year's when we went to see Lake Charles, and how much that area is still tore up. Like, seeing firsthand, you just have no idea. I had no idea. It changes everything when you see destruction. Stephanie, yes, there is a new GFS. Yep, it's called version 16. It's their new one now. They have some new modeling. They have some new higher resolution models. They have some more wave forecasts. So yeah, it just replaced the old one with a little more higher resolution radar, which is nice. Jason, I believe it's Martinsville, right? Heck, I don't even know. I'm pretty sure it's Martinsville. I thought I read it was Martinsville. Yep, Martinsville. I guess I better update my radar site, my weather site. Do I have it updated? Mike's Store? No, that's the wrong link. NASCAR. Nope, Bristol. I gotta fix that. Do that as soon as we're done. Hey, Kimberly, thanks. Hey, appreciate that. Yep, we're getting ready for the season. We won't be rambling on as much when there's tropics, I promise. We'll have a lot more to talk about. So, Talladega, it's April, but I am not going to that. I hope they got my email. I keep telling them I don't want the ticket. All right, so here's a cool shot. This is what's going on over us right now. High pressure. I love this graphic. High pressure smack dab over Florida right now in Georgia. Winds are kind of light. It's weakening up a little bit, so we don't have any heavy winds, but keeping things dry. And again, we're going to see two little areas to watch here. Friday, we're going to have a little bit of storms here, and Saturday, I don't think it's going to make it down into Florida yet, so no worries yet. There's a big question mark on the peninsula if they get anything over the weekend or not. So Panhandle, yes, but it's pretty good little looking system here on Saturday. We got one on Friday right here, so it's really odd, but we got a little bit of storms Friday, and then we got maybe a back-to-back round on Saturday. And the GFS and Euro are both showing that. Here's the GFS and here's the Euro. So pretty much lots to watch here. And we have a lot of fans up that way. So, hey, Bill, I need a beer mug. Have a great day, Mirtha. Thank you. Pollen. Oh my God! But you know what? We got a pollen forecast today, Brantley. I don't know. I've never seen it like this in my life. Look, I was gonna share this earlier. We have a pollen alert. I must have gotten one of these prominent pollen. So we have a pollen 9.2 alert where I live. Whatever that means. 9.2 sounds bad. It only goes to 12.5. But we're under a pollen alert here in Oldsmar. I got notified. Pollen alert. There's also a pollen alert in Gatlinburg too. Look at that. They have a 9.2 warning in Gatlinburg. I keep Gatlinburg on my phone. I use WeatherBug for that kind of stuff. So I don't know when the pollen's going to end. It's got to end sooner or later. Brantley, we don't get snow, but we get pollen. It's been the worst. Been the worst ever. Hey, David, softball's going all right. We got softball tomorrow. Check out this little video I did for Emily. She liked it. She got a share from her school because it was pretty good. But check this out. This is so cool. This is Emily now. This is Emily on the mound. It's so cool. It's only 10 seconds, but look. So on your left side of the screen is her changeup, and the right side is the curve. So what's cool about this is her body motion's almost the same, but the speed difference is crazy. What's up, Eric? Yeah, 9.3. Yeah, we're at 9.2, but check this out. This is so cool. Then I do slow motion. Look at that. So the changeup, curveball. Curveball comes in. Listen, you can hear it. Boom, and then the changeup's still coming. Boom. That's like a 15-mile-an-hour difference. So when she hits her corners right. So anyway, thanks, Stephanie. She's still got to get some speed though. She's not fast. Hey, Michigan. Joan Holt from Michigan. The 18th. That's too far away. I mean, you could always go to Levi's site here. 10-day forecasting in the wintertime is so hard. But I guess we can kind of see if there's any systems coming. That's still 2 weeks away. I'd be afraid to forecast anything that far away. I mean, just for example, all right, so here's Saturday the 17th. Big old low pressure, right? I bet you overnight run gone. So you could get all worked up thinking that you're going to see a low pressure system because the difference between one model and the next. So you got nothing on Saturday the 17th, nothing Saturday the 17th, and then the 06Z, bam. So still a little too far away because it's all timing the fronts, you know what I mean? So you're going to get a front this time of year. You're going to get it's just a matter of when. Usually they're every 7 days. Sometimes they're trickery, but I wouldn't know that far out. So anyway, anything else? Yeah, hey, Claritin's sold out. Something happened with me when I got older. I didn't get allergies. I used to have the worst allergies growing up, and something changed. So anyway, all right, anything else? Any more questions? Appreciate you guys hanging on the chat. Really appreciate it. We're slow right now, but working on website stuff. Shelly's all excited. She got some new Facebook group stuff she can do, and we're just getting things tweaked for the season. Getting ready, right? So we'll be ready for Wednesday. Wednesday is National Beer Day. You know what we'll be sporting? Hurricane Hunter. Look at that. Ooh. All right. Cool. Well, have a great Monday. We talked a little bit about weather. Nothing too worrisome today. Tomorrow and Wednesday, we got this low pressure brewing here. So just keep an eye on that for Wednesday. More of a threat Wednesday night here. Big question is going to be Friday and Saturday. What's going on right here? That's the what if. So if you got weekend plans, pay attention here, as this could evolve into the next thing to watch. So be good. All right. Dale will hook up someday. Right? The Daily Brew will have a new meaning, Shelly, on Wednesday. Cool. All right. Well, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you Wednesday. And appreciate everything, all the support. And make sure you pick up this year's Bring It On shirt so I can get here in time for the season.